It was Caitlin Clark's new supervisor who publicly ridiculed Sheryl Swoopes, not a fan. Swoopes ignited a fire. Kelly Krauskopf, the new team president, stated that no one in the Indiana Fever locker room wanted to play with Clark. Merely gave her a dose of reality. Krauskopf didn't hold back when he said that any astute player who observes Clark's style of play would wish to collaborate with her. She even likened Clark to NBA player Tyrese Halliburton, discussing her capacity to, like a ball magician, set up teammates. LeBron James himself got in. But wait, things get better. Denouncing Swoopes' remarks as absurd. Yes, King James is a member of Team Caitlin. This type of drama is what you, not in basketball, but in reality TV. Is this the last blow to Sheryl Swoopes' legitimacy? Or is she prepared to start a full court press to protect herself? This story is going to take off like a fast break, so grab some popcorn. However, before we delve further into this WNBA drama, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and enable notifications because you don't want to miss a moment of this catastrophe.
We're definitely in a position, and I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her. She, much like Tyrese Halliburton, she gets you the ball in places that you didn't even know you were open. Because she passes to space, she finds openings and ways to free up other players. So, I look at just really how her and Kelsey work together and the efficiency of the offense because of the way that she plays.
At the very least, if you're a savvy basketball player, you'd want to play with Caitlin Clark. Krauskopf is adamant about that. Krauskopf highlighted how Clark's distinct court vision puts her apart from Tyrese Halliburton. She's the type of player who doesn't simply pass the ball to you when you're open. She transfers it to areas that you didn't even acknowledge that they were open. Her ability to spot gaps and generate opportunities improves her teammates' performances and frees them up for immunizations that they might not have otherwise received. This ability to create plays has been particularly evident in how Clark and Kelsey Mitchell have joined forces with the Indiana Fever. They have led the offensive collectively with outstanding effectiveness, a direct outcome of Clark's style of play.
MVPs in your career, would you consider each of those 3 seasons as dominant seasons for yourself?
No.
Yes, she actually said that.
But you were literally the best player in this,
Right. Because I think you can be the best player and not be the most dominant.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because I don't have it in front of me, but I wasn't the leading scorer.
When we're talking about Caitlin, we're talking about when she said dominate. When we're saying dominate, we're thinking what she does in college.
Score the ball.
She's dominated college, right?
No, she dominated in college.
She dominated. So when she says you won't come here and dominate off the rip. Averaging 17 is not dominated compared to averaging 30-something for 4 straight years.
But that was also the first half of the season. I feel like after the break, I still don't think she's dominating, but she's a different player than she was in the first half of the season.
I think leading the WNBA in assists is dominated. When you talk about her already leading the W in assists, and a lot of the assists that she could have gotten, now turnovers. She's throwing pitch aheads, wide open layups. They're smoking them. This could be 13 a game. This could be 14 a game. They're literally just dropping passes.
But with Angel, she's rugged, right? She's a rugged girl, right? She's built for trying to bully. She's a bullier, right? No one feels sorry for the bullier.
She's not a bully. She's not a bully.
Oh, you probably just never seen the poster. She's bullying the veterans.
She's not a bully. Well, if you want to talk about bullies, we can talk about every time Caitlin has the ball, she pushes off.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying,
But she has the...
She altered her position in response to criticism from WNBA and Caitlin Clark supporters. The criticism made her change her strategy, probably to prevent further unfavorable responses and to better manage the pressure from the fan base.
What I'm unclear of is that for whatever reason, there's this narrative that I hate Caitlin Clark. I don't hate her. First of all, I don't hate people. I hate a very harsh word. I've also said I love love her game. I think Caitlin Clark is an incredible player, but I also think it's recently though. I think Kim Jackson's another good player. I love the fact that Kate Martin is on the Aces. She didn't know if she was going to even make it to the WNBA. So for me, it's not just about talking about one player. It's about talking about all the players that continue to uplift this game. They continue to bring more people to the game. And, I don't know. For me, there's no hard feelings. There's no hate. There's none of that. I respect Caitlin's game. I think she is a great player, but I respect every player in this league, and I think it's okay.
Krauskoff's encouraging remarks on Clark contrast sharply with what WNBA great Sheryl Swoopes stated only a month ago. Swoopes alluded to a possible rift in the locker room of the Indiana Fever, which many saw as a warning that the team would have trouble luring prospective free agents. To play with Clark, there's more going on behind the scenes than meets the eye, according to Swoopes. Swoopes disclosed that a number of the Fever players are saying, "This isn't where I want to be." She claims that a number of important squad members are reluctant to stay with the Fever, raising questions about the team's overall team spirit and cohesiveness. However, there are other people who disagree with Swoopes' idea besides Krauskoff. Recently, LeBron James commented on the matter as well, directly refuting Swoopes' story. During a conversation with Brian O'Keefe, James referred to the reports regarding Clark, which caused conflict among the team, as nonsense for Esquire. That vision belongs to Caitlin Clark. That spirit, he remarked. Players love to be around her contagious enthusiasm. The Fever will be a strong team shortly. Take note of what I say. His comments strongly imply that Clark's presence is more advantageous to the team than detrimental. The conflicting viewpoints of Krauskoff and Swoopes highlight a more extensive discussion regarding Caitlin Clark's influence on the Indiana Fever and the team's potential to develop in the foreseeable future. While Swoopes anticipates internal difficulties that would discourage free agents from joining the frenzy, but Krauskoff and James remain upbeat on the team's chances under Clark's leadership. Will the team support Clark with her style of play, or will the club suffer due to internal conflicts, as Swoopes cautioned? This is yet to be seen. Unquestionably, though, Caitlin Clark's contribution to this continuing discussion is crucial. In spite of all the fuss, it is difficult to overlook Clark's influence on the court. Her ability to understand the game, locate openings, and throw the ball in ways. What makes her unique is her ability to optimize her teammates' opportunities. She doesn't merely adhere to the conventional mold of passing to a stationary teammate. Rather, Clark actively modifies the defense by moving into areas that require defenses to respond, frequently too late. This skill alters the game's dynamics and creates scoring opportunities that wouldn't have been feasible without her judgment and vision. Some have even compared her strategy to how basketball luminaries have impacted the sport, with court vision serving as their main tool. One player who has undoubtedly profited. Kelsey Mitchell is in Clark's presence. The Fever's offensive has been powered by their on-court connection, performance, making them a powerful team. When Clark's playmaking and Mitchell's scoring prowess are combined, has transformed them into a deadly combo that experts and other teams have already begun to notice. Those who have closely observed the Fever, like Krauskoff, are keen to highlight how Clark's leadership and basketball IQ are improving her teammates. Conversely, Swoopes worries of possible. It is impossible to completely ignore problems in the locker room. The harmony of the team is important, because if some players are dissatisfied, when cut off from the team, it can impede the Fever's progression, and a locker room dissatisfaction can spiral rapidly, impacting on-court performance. But as LeBron James noted, Caitlin Clark's contagious enthusiasm and leadership characteristics are precisely what organizations look for in their best players. Leaders such as Clark are able to mobilize an A-team, encouraging them to overcome obstacles both on and off the court. The Indiana Fever are obviously a team undergoing change, and Clark's presence is crucial to that change. The combination of her skills, your capacity for leadership provides the Fever with a solid base from which to grow. But creating a productive team is cohesion, trust, and a sense of common purpose are necessary. Having exceptional skill is never enough. If the Fever is able to achieve that equilibrium, then They might emerge as a major force in the WNBA sooner than anticipated, but even the most talented players can falter. Krauskopf has a positive outlook, thinking that Clark has the key to realizing the Fever's full potential. Swoopes, meanwhile, expresses legitimate worries about internal dynamics that might thwart such potential before it has been fully fulfilled. The intricacy of professional sports, where talent is only one component, is reflected in both points of view of the puzzle. The Fever's ability to overcome obstacles on and off the floor is the true question, to develop into the squad that Clark and her supporters think they can be. In the end, the argument between Krauskopf and Swoopes illustrates more general topics like team dynamics, leadership, and the challenges that come with professional athletics. Is Caitlin Clark the kind of player who can take her team to new heights? Or are there more serious problems in the Fever that must be treated in order for them to succeed? Although the solution is yet unknown, one thing is evident. The WNBA is already being impacted by Caitlin Clark's skill and influence. Her capacity to improve the game of those in her immediate vicinity is indisputable, and both her detractors and admirers agree. It's a waiting game for the time being. Will the Fever unite and take use of Clark's special skills? Or, as Swoopes said, will internal conflict result in further challenges? The future of the team could be dependent on whether they can create the camaraderie required to achieve at the top level by uniting around their star player. In any case, Caitlin Clark's WNBA career is just getting started, and her influence on the game will probably keep expanding. In conclusion, although Krauskopf commends Clark for his outstanding playmaking and leadership, Swoopes alerts people to possible problems in the locker room that might impede the spread of the Fever. Additionally, LeBron James and others have weighed in, supporting Clark and downplaying worries about how she would affect team dynamics. The conversation about Caitlin. Although Clark emphasizes the difficulties in assembling a cohesive team, her unquestionable talent may hold the key to unlocking the Indiana. The future success of Fevered IT has to be seen if the team can overcome internal problems or rise to the occasion. However, one thing is for sure, Caitlin Clark's influence will continue to influence women's basketball discourse for years to come. To arrive. Now, we would want to hear from you. What do you think about this matter? Will Caitlin Clark disprove her detractors? Incorrect, or will there be more? Don't forget to like and leave your ideas in the comments section below. To ensure you don't miss any updates, subscribe and click the notification bell. I appreciate you viewing.